So here's what you will get in your TipuAndTapu do-it-yourself kit. Lining fabric, outer fabric, curved needle and sewing thread, espadrille soles, sewing instructions, and of course pattern for your size. So very first step is to cut out the pattern pieces. Now iron the lining fabric and outer fabrics. Fold the fabric in half, making sure that good side is folded in inner part. Trace the pattern pieces with the marking pencil on lining fabric. Cut the pieces out. Remember to leave at least half a centimeter for the stitches. Now repeat the same on the other side of the lining fabric pieces. Later it will be very helpful when sewing. Now repeat the same with the outer fabrics. Place the outer fabric and lining with the right sides and pin it together. Pin the heel gore part following the pencil mark. Repeat for all 4 pieces. First, sew the heel gore following the pencil mark. Repeat it for all 4 parts, 2 lining and 2 outer parts. Mark the opening hole. It should be 5 or 8 centimeters. Sew along the traced lines, leaving opening on the side of the toe. Press the heel gore with the iron. Now place the outer fabric and lining fabric of the heel part and pin it together. Mark where will be your opening hole. And again, sew along the traced lines. Trim the seam allowance except in the openings. Cut the corners diagonally to eliminate the bulk. Also be very careful not to touch the stitch. And repeat it for all 4 parts. Now turn the right sides out. Poke out the corners with a pointy object. Press the open seams with the iron. Align the ends of the heel with the toe part. It should be at least half a centimeter from the edge, and pin. Sew the toe and heel together. Sew again half a centimeter from the previous stitching to reinforce the heel to the toe. Mark with a pin the center of the front center of the sole. Repeat it with the heel. And repeat the same with your fabric pieces. Pin fabric around the sole. Be sure to distribute the fabric evenly. The thread from your kit is thick enough to use it single, so don't make it double. But if you are using your own thread and it's not thick enough, use it double. So make the knot at the end of your sewing thread. Try to hide the knot in between jutes and start sewing. Sew the fabric to the sole with the blanket stitch. This is what I do when I run out of thread. So I'm going back where I did my final stitch. And I'm making the knot outside the shoe on the sole. Make sure to pull out the thread to make your knot less noticeable. And make one more stitch in the sole like this. And again, make a knot and start stitching from the point where you ended to sew. here it is, your espadrilles are now ready. It's time for a walk.